Where did you get the epiphany to say, this is the path I want to chart?
Yeah, so I remember many years ago, like I was broke, you understand? And I used to be a pastor. I would not say I'm not a pastor. I used to be a pastor way back from Akemo down to Accra, you understand? And I remember many years ago I was listening to Bishop Daki Ward Mills. And Daki Ward Mills said, as a man of God, you need to have a library. And I remember listening to Bishop Oyedepo said he built his library when he was 19 years. And at that time, like life was very difficult, tough for me. And I said, okay, so if these great men of God are saying that you need to build a library, read books, okay, then let me try. You understand? So I started buying books and I started reading. So when I started reading, I discovered myself. I can say that about 99% of the people in this world, they don't know who they are. But in this life, your identity is your strength in battle. If you don't know who you are, it will be difficult for you to succeed in life. So it was when I discovered the gift that God had deposited in me. I remember I started on radio, like talking about entrepreneurship, making money. And one day, one guy on Sunny FM, one guy called me and he said, you are doing a fantastic job. And it would be wise if you can go to social media. Now, you know what? When I was doing radio, sometimes like I have to borrow money to pay because the people were not supporting what I was doing.
Wow.
Like looking for sponsored, nobody would sponsor. You understand? So I used to pay from my own pocket. So when the guy called me, I said, I have to listen to what this guy is saying. Let me forget about radio and come to social media. So when I started social media, now all the radio stations, they are chasing me. And sometimes they invite me, I don't even go. You understand? Because at first I used to pay money, but now I don't pay money. So it's all about discovering yourself, knowing who you are. And like I said, majority of the people, they don't know who they are. So,
Wow.
So it's for you to make money or for you to be successful, first discover who you are.
But how does that feel like, discovering who you are? How does the journey look like?
Yeah, it's been tough, you understand? Because I remember, like, when I discovered myself, I have to invest in myself. I've read over 1,500 books. I remember about 8 years ago, I was on my way to Nigeria. Circle, I bought a book, Awakening the Giants Within You by Tony Robbins. This book is about 400 and something pages. I started reading the book from Accra. I was in the bus, ABC transport over from here to Lagos. I read from here when we got to Cotonou, Benin. Now, they were in the chatting, watching television. I was reading because at that time I knew I was working against time. You understand? Because like all that I'm doing, if I had discovered myself earlier, like in my 20s, you understand? So I was reading and everybody in the car, they were talking, chatting, eating, watching. So when I got to Lagos, ABC Terminal, they were watching TV, telenovela. I was reading. The next day, I had to go to Edo State in the bus reading. So by the time I went to Nigeria and come back to Ghana, I've finished reading the book.
Wow.
So it's been tough. The road to success is always under construction, you understand? And when I started this, even some of my friends would tell me, you are crazy. Look at what this guy is saying. You understand? And they would talk behind my back because they didn't believe that, like, we used to sleep in the same room and we went to the same school together. And now you are now breaking the status quo, telling us something different. And they insulted me, but now some of my friends will go, oh, do you remember me? I used to be your friend, blah, 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 in school. You understand what I'm saying? So it has been tough. It has been, and we are still breaking grounds.
Yeah. A young man came to see me a few days ago.
Okay.
And he said he's been listening to the podcast.
No.
And now he's decided that he's going to make a change in his life. But the reason he came is because it's very hard. The circle he's within, they are not making it easy for him at all.
Yeah. So for me, when I discovered myself, I blocked all my friends. I block them. Why should I talk to you? You understand what I'm saying? Because if I meet you and if you call me and the only thing we could talk about is the good old days, you understand? Talk about have you, this guy is here. We discuss others. We don't talk about things that will make us move forward. So I block all of them. You understand? You cannot succeed in life if you want to maintain like your old school friends. That's why in one of my videos I said, remove yourself from your old school WhatsApp group. Yes, it doesn't make sense. In Africa, all these old school WhatsApp groups that we have, I mean, they don't make sense in the group. You understand? If we come together as a group of people, you understand, and we don't talk about money, we don't talk about business, we don't share ideas, we don't talk about something that will take us to the next level, and we are always talking about the past. When we were in school, we used to, no, I don't want to belong to that kind of group, no. Why is it that Black people, when we meet, we don't share ideas? We always talk about things like entertainment.
Sports.
That doesn't make sense. So that's why I said, and one of that video, they insulted me, you understand, but, because some of them, they generate the happiness from old school WhatsApp groups, and you are telling them they should remove themselves. But you see, I have only one life on this earth. If I leave this earth, maybe I'm not coming back to this earth again. So enough of this old school wahala friends who cannot add value to my life. No, I'm sorry. If you are my friend and you cannot add value to my life, I don't have to be your friend. It's not by force. Friendship is not by force. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I don't just understand. I get it.
Yes.
And it's like I said, the brand you're building, it's brutality.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Essentially, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
And I think you've done a great deal.
Thank you.
Doing that.
Thank you.